My name is Kimia Haradan, and I'm here today to talk about a fairly new type of effort that the department has taken on. This project is called the Community Stabilization and Anti-Displacement Strategy. First, I want to talk about why we're doing this work. Because San Francisco has been experiencing a chronic affordability crisis. This crisis has severely affected vulnerable populations. Those are low-income households, people of color, seniors, renters, etc. It has also pushed out small businesses and nonprofits outside of our city. How has the department developed this focus? We created a new team of community development to promote equity-based solutions. We collaborated with neighborhoods that we didn't work with before. In this context, the need for a citywide community stabilization strategy became clear. James went over a lot of the statistics showing the magnitude of this crisis. With the increases in housing costs, households have to make close to $170,000 to afford the median asking rent, and close to $265,000 to afford the median sales price. How does this affect our vulnerable population? More people are feeling rent burden, meaning that they're paying 30% or sometimes 50% of their income on rent. This experience is newer for our moderate income households. Percentage of these households feeling rent burden has quadrupled since 1990. James also mentioned we've added more high-wage jobs. Here you see the stark decrease in low and moderate income households versus the increase in high-income households whom, without new housing, are the winning competitors of our existing housing stock. Seeing the demand from the high-income households for housing, landlords tend to make use of their just cause rights more. Since 2011, total evictions, shown in orange, have doubled, and no-fault evictions, shown in purple, have tripled. San Francisco's diversity is also at risk. The city has lost its Black population by 45%. That's almost 4 times as much as the region. While overall San Francisco is more diverse than before, we've definitely fallen behind in the region. These pressures are also felt by our nonprofits and small businesses. A survey of nonprofits serving mostly low-income households indicate that 2/3 of nonprofits that moved in the past 5 years did so because of rental increases. Given these realities, what are our goals for this effort? First is to mitigate impacts of displacement and gentrification. Second is to prevent displacement as the impact of economic boom. And third is to manage the economic growth to offer benefits to existing communities, especially our vulnerable populations. What does this effort entail? First, we wanted to understand what different communities and neighborhoods are experiencing. We collaborated with the Urban Displacement Project from UC Berkeley and updated an analysis of displacement and gentrification as shown in this map. Different neighborhoods may experience similar stages of displacement and gentrification, but differ in other trends. These are some examples of other trends we'll look at to further our understanding of how neighborhoods at risk may vary. Second, we developed a list of existing tools and programs the city already does to combat displacement. These are led by different agencies or organizations and fall under these general buckets, from tenant protections and SRO protections to preservation of affordable housing or workforce and economic development. We are reaching out to leading agencies and community experts to comprehensively evaluate these existing tools. What are some costs, benefits, major challenges, and ideas for improvements? And how best can we advance these programs' purpose and reach? Based on these 2 analyses, we'll develop recommendations to improve these existing tools. We'd like these recommendations to help tailor investments to neighborhoods at different stages of displacement and gentrification or other ongoing trends neighborhoods are experiencing. Lastly, we'll also delve deeper in new ideas and tools that the city is not currently practicing. We will provide a clear proposal of new programs that are suitable for San Francisco and how they can be structured to serve our goals. We prioritize this effort in our work program because these issues are urgent, because our friends and communities are feeling pressured and pushed out. After the first outreach phase in the next few months, we'll have some preliminary recommendations early summer. You may have also noticed that this effort overlaps with the affordability strategy. Yes, we wanted to start our policy analysis early and emphasize on protection and housing preservation tools. We anticipate that our analysis will feed into each other and these efforts will eventually emerge. What will this stabilization strategy accomplish? It will provide decision makers and the public the comprehensive analysis they need, and along with the appropriate tools to make strategic decisions for stabilizing our vulnerable communities as the city evolves. As I said in the beginning, equity and diversity have become focused values of the department in the past few years. The stabilization strategy showcases this focus that will create a path forward for the future of our city that would maintain and emphasize these values. Thank you.